Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about self-actualization. Self-actualization is actually the third and final emotional intelligence skill involved in the self-perception competency that I've been discussing over the past couple of videos. And before I dive into self-actualization, of course I want to give again a brief breakdown of the self-perception competency. And basically it has to do with how in touch we are with our feelings, how good we feel about ourselves and what we're doing in life. And then of course it has everything to do with being aware of your own feelings and feeling strong and confident about the pursuit of your own life goals. Now, I also want to give a quick quote before diving in. And this quote comes from Abraham Maslow. He's the guy who created the pyramid of needs of an everyday human being. And so I'm going to read it off. It goes like this. Whereas the average individuals often have not the slightest idea of what they are, of what they want, and of what their own opinions are, self-actualizing individuals have superior awareness of their own impulses, desires, opinions, and subjective reactions in general. Okay, so that's a lot of words, but basically what Abraham Maslow was saying is people who have high self-actualization have a very superior awareness of everything that they do, why they do it, and their own opinions and how those things can be objective and subjective to different scenarios in your life. And so obviously that plays a big role in everyone's life, and if you have high or low self-actualization, you're going to see major differences in someone's day-to-day life. So to define self-actualization, really break it down here, it's basically the ability to realize your potential capacities. So this component of emotional intelligence is really manifested by your becoming involved in the pursuits that lead to a meaningful, rich, and full life. So self-actualization has everything to do with your ability to realize what's meaningful in your life, what's going to make you have a full life, and to go for that. Right? Seems simple enough, but yes, it is actually a skill that can be improved upon. And so talking a little bit more about what it looks like, it's really an ongoing kind of changing process of striving toward your kind of maximum development of your abilities and your talents, and the persistent trying of this to do your best and improve yourself in general, kind of like I just said. And so self-actualization is very much affiliated with self-satisfaction, right? People with healthy self-actualization are going to be pleased with where they are on life's highway, right? With respect to their personal, occupational, and financial destinations. Okay, and so the effects of having high self-actualization are going to be yourself as well as others are going to notice a higher level of authenticity. Because as someone with someone with high self-actualization, you're going to be doing more of the things that you love and kind of, so to speak, letting that internal light shine. And other people can feel and see that, right? You're taking time to do the things that you're really interested and invested in, and people see that and they realize that there's something there that you have or that you're going for. And so in addition to that, you're also going to have a greater balance in life in general. And this means that you actually have the ability to love your work. Whether you're currently working at your dream job or not, people with high self-actualization are going to find ways to love parts of their work at least that they really enjoy doing, and focus on that to make sure that it drives them to continue and persistently work at that every single day. So those are just a couple of effects, and some ways to improve in self-actualization. For one, you really need to understand the difference between results-oriented goals and activity-oriented goals, right? Most often, and me myself, we've kind of fallen into the loop of setting results-oriented goals, but these things really set us up for failure because the anticipated results will occur too far down the line, right? That's They're a destination rather than what we should be focusing on, which is the journey. So what happens when you don't reach your destination quick enough, right? You feel badly, which gives us guilt and then has us slip into a loop of kind of self-defeating, activities. So to kind of put that into perspective, action-oriented goals put into manageable steps that lead to your desired result. So with a results-oriented goal, you want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the week or the month or in 6 months, whatever it is. Don't just let it stick there. Break it into manageable steps and make it action-oriented. So you know that you have to eat and exercise sensibly, and action goals should be stated in positive terms, like rewards and not denials. So instead of telling yourself to eat less, right, you should rephrase that commandment as eat more fruits and vegetables. That puts more of a positive spin on it and allows you to open up in a positive way and really approach something in a more effective manner. So setting a large volume of small goals gives you practice of getting over smaller failures as well as celebrating each of the smaller wins. And this actually strengthens a growth mindset, which allows real progress to occur. So, and continuing with improving upon self-actualization, one of the things that you need to be always focused on is doing what you love, right? And I always try and organize this thought in a way like this. Try things, taste things, dive into them, let them go when you're done. It doesn't matter, but just try as many things as you can that you're interested in. If you have any interest in learning about A, B, C, and D, go try all of them until you're done with them and keep going with the ones that you continually are enjoying learning about. So we all have the same time in a day, but spend however much time you need to trying more of something that you're interested in and learning about. One other thing that's extremely important and has been a huge catalyst in my life, and many others I'm sure, who are in any way trying to be successful or are successful, learn to say no. So this is extremely huge because self-actualization has everything to do with aligning yourself with life and the things that you enjoy working towards. And if you find a high level of difficulty in telling your friend no to going to the pool on a Saturday afternoon or to the bar on a Saturday night, even when you would like to be exploring a new topic that you're interested in or practicing a new skill that you enjoy, then you're going to have a lot of trouble aligning yourself with those personal desires that are calling out to you. And so, again, improving self-actualization has everything to do with organizing and aligning yourself with the things that you feel most interested in. And saying no is such an empowering skill, and it begins to define you. And always remember that the people who are meant to stay in your life, to be friends for you in your life for the long term, are going to support you regardless of your commitment to your personal improvement, even when it contradicts you spending time with them, right? So just watch out for that. And honestly, a good way to weave people out of your life who maybe shouldn't be there, but you can't really identify them yet, is to start doing those things. Start saying no. Start investing in the things that you really enjoy and see who sticks around for you. That's just a thought of mine, but that's really it for self-actualization. I hope that helped a little bit, kind of break it down as well as kind of show what it looks like and how to improve upon it. If you have any questions at all, as always, reach out to me. We can talk about what this looks like in your life and how to potentially improve it with a couple of strategies. And I'll see y'all next time.